So while you black folks are running and jumping through hoops, getting, I know people that are right now that are doing everything. I mean, you got people running to the Department of Vital Records to get their birth certificate because they never had their birth certificate, but the opportunity to be put on some Indian rolls to get benefits, and it is not necessarily just because they want to know heritage. It's because there's a case of benefits that they can receive. So they've never had their birth certificate their whole life, and they're running to Department of Vital Records, paying money, getting certified mail green cards, sending stuff off, trying to prove that they're Indian. I mean, jumping through all types of hoops to show these folks that they're Indian so they can get all these benefits. And I've said this, that what you're having now, you're having a reemergence of culture and a sense of belonging and being by a lot of groups. Hispanics are doing, Mexicans, La Raza and all that, Indians, their dress, which is nothing wrong with it. I'm not criticizing La Raza. I'm not criticizing the Indians out there taking ownership and wanting to be more in tune with their culture. My problem is black folks having really no culture equivalent that they can lean on, like the Asian or the Mexican or the Indian, trying to latch on to either one of those groups, and then mad when they won't let their asses in. This is why I don't care. I don't give a good goddamn about being on no Indian rolls. I could give a damn if I had any Indian in me. I could care less. Because the reality is, when you look at me right now, you see a black person. That's the reality. And since I said, a lot of folks that are jumping through these hoops and begging whatever group, include me, I'm one of you, they don't really give a damn if they got it or not. They just see some benefits that they can capitalize on. So Painless, I don't care if I got any Indian in me. I can give a damn. You understand what I'm saying? And, you just, like, and I thought people would understand, especially black folks, when the Cherokee kicked a lot of the freemen off the rolls. Yet you still got, and you can Google that story, you can Google it, it happened maybe almost 10 years ago. They kicked black folks off the road. They were kicking black freemen, Cherokee people off the roads. This is why I don't really subscribe to the notion of black and brown unity. Now, I have nothing against any Hispanic, but team up for what? Now, I'm speaking as, I don't even get into that activism and stuff. I don't do that. But I'm just the guy on the sideline looking at all you pro-blacks and activists, Black Lives Matter. Why are you teaming up? Why are you, Farrakhan used to kick that stuff. He used to say, my black and brown brothers, and soon as I hear that jive, I'm out the door. I'm gone. I don't want to even deal with that. For what? I don't have nothing against the Hispanic, but why team up with them for what? For what? When you can't, and like I said, I'm speaking as someone on the outside looking in. As I said, I got to keep references. Many of y'all know my positions. I don't get into all that activist Black Lives Matter nonsense. But I'm looking from the outside in. If you guys is blowing each other away to smithereens every night, and you don't even want to spend money amongst one another or work with one another, who the hell are you to go team up with somebody else and think you're going to be successful in whatever type of movement you're doing? When you can't even work with your own. That don't make no sense to me. That's why I don't take a lot of these pro-black groups serious. The last thing you need to do is trying to team up with somebody else and you can't even get your house in order. So, like I said, colorism, I went off on a huge tangent anyway. I think I got it. It all coincides. You bring it all together, and colorism has a lot to do with this. And, it has nothing to do with white folks. If you notice, the only time I reference white folks is in how they try to get in on the system. See, they try to get in on being on the rolls of Indians and Native Americans, and then try to turn around and tell other groups you can't get in when you're doing the same shit. Not only are you doing the same shit, you're really in control of the shit, and you're trying to have you can only take this many. But this has nothing to do with white folks. Yeah, I could talk about, you want to talk about, well, there would be no light skins if the slave master didn't do this to the black slave woman. Yeah, we can talk about that. But I'm talking about in modernity. I'm talking about in modern times. This has, colorism really has, because you have a lot of animosity in the so-called black community concerning color, where there are no white people around to blame. And for you people, when I just brought up Indians and blacks, please spare me with the whole idea that black folks were here before the Indian and all this stuff and how they came. I'm talking about Africans that were brought here to America as slaves. Were there some black people that reached Northern America, or what we know as the 50 states now, the geographical mass, that weren't slaves? I'm pretty sure there were. Just like I believe people got here to America way before Christopher Columbus. I'm talking about most black folk in America, which are descendants of slaves. Spare me the mumbo jumbo about, well, we were the first Indians. Spare me all that Olmec stuff. I'm very familiar with it, But I'm not talking about that. And this is when you talk about, see, when you introduce stuff like that, you're muddying the waters, because you should know who I'm talking about. You should know. So if you can put that in your comments, and I welcome all comments. But when someone starts talking like that, I know what I'm dealing with, and you know I'm I'm not going to deal with that. I refuse to deal with that.